the best of our time.
We're making magic right now.
Making magic.
Yeah. Okay. Initial thoughts, bipods. In 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's Eric and
Roy.
Thanks for checking out another Hatchet Cast Initial Thoughts episode. Today we're going to talk about bipods. Are they worth it? Should I put them on everything? Even my 300 blackout that's 7 inches long? Probably not. Who knows? But anyways, let's jump right into it.
Yeah, bipods. We get the question all the time. First, what kind of bipod should I buy? Do you like the Magpul Bipod? I actually got this question. This will probably air, probably 2 or 3 weeks from now.
Yeah.
But as we're recording this today alone on Instagram, yes, I'm back on Instagram.
Hey.
Unfortunately. I got this question. Hey, I see that you're running the Magpul Bipod. Do you like it? Yes, actually I do like it, okay? It does the job. Is it the best bipod I've ever used? No, not even close.
Nice.
Okay, but is it a good bipod? Does it work? Yes, it works. Okay, I'll go into a couple things that I do like about it and some things that I don't like about it. But when we're talking bipods, what should I run a bipod on, or should I even have a bipod? Because if you got an AR platform rifle, right, you usually have a 30 round magazine, and you can do what?
You can monopod it off the mag.
Monopod it off the mag. Okay. Yeah. I think if you're looking for a bipod, you're probably the individual, or asking about a bipod, you're looking into trying to achieve what I sometimes call like more of a natural point of aim, okay? And when we're trying to achieve a natural point of aim, we're trying to achieve muscle relaxation,
right?
Okay, and a bipod does what? It supports the rifle, which should take some of that bearing off of your body, right? Which would allow you to achieve some of that muscle relaxation, so you can achieve said achieve 12 times.
A natural point of achievement.
Natural point of aim. Yeah. Okay. With bipods, especially nowadays, they have the ability to be on quick disconnect systems.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to become more accurate with your rifle, or have the ability to stabilize your rifle a little more, I really see no reason not to have a bipod.
Yeah.
It's a relatively light piece of gear that doesn't take up a lot of room. It can be used as more than just something to rest your rifle on.
Yeah.
It can be utilized as a vertical forward grip.
Yeah.
Me too, leaving one leg up, running this thing about midway through on your rail. Maybe 3/4 way down, whatever's good for your length of pull. It can be used as a vertical forward grip if you need to.
Yeah.
It can be utilized as a barricade stop.
Yeah.
If you need to push it off of something, and then obviously helping you stabilize the rifle.
Yeah, I know that for the quick disconnect, for me, I found that is almost like for me in my gear, almost a requirement to have a quick disconnect, because there's so many times where, like in a match or whatever, I don't need the bipod, or I'm shooting through a small port. I can quickly disconnect that bipod and stow it into a pouch, or put it in my chest rig for when I do need it, but I can take it off and on very quick, even one-handed. So for me, quick disconnect is important. We use the American Defense Manufacturing quick disconnect for the Harris bipod, but it is super easy to manipulate one hand and allows me to be more versatile, especially when running ports and barricades.
Yeah. We forgot about rule number 1: why you should run a bipod.
It looks super cool.
It looks freaking cool.
Yeah.
They really do. I think they complement the look of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So a bipod obviously adds some capability. There's going to be a lot of scenarios and a lot of barricade work that you do where you need to ditch that bipod. So I think if you are looking to get a bipod, it's very important to add some type of quick disconnect that is accessible, that's easy to use. For instance, like this Harris bipod right here, like Eric said, has the American Defense. My Magpul bipod does not have the American Defense on it right now currently. It has, I think, a Kinetic Development Group M-Lock quick disconnect, which does work, but it's a little bit more difficult to take on and off my rifle.
Right.
Okay. I will be switching it over to one of these. I just haven't done it yet. That's what I had laying around when I outfitted that bipod. So it was just like, hey, throw this on the gun, so I at least can utilize it.
Yeah.
What type of bipod? What should I buy? What brand?
I know.
Should I buy a Harris clone off of Amazon?
Yes. No, I'm
No,
just kidding.
don't do that.
No, don't
Do
do
not
that.
do that.
Yeah.
They are not as good.
No.
They really are not as good. What about an Atlas clone off of Amazon?
Even harder, no.
No, do not do
Yeah.
that.
We've seen those break.
Do not buy any clone bipods.
Yeah.
Whatsoever. Harris bipods are not that expensive. In the world of things, if you think about as far as how much goes into building this, how much metal and springs and everything else like that, $100 or $120 for a bipod, or even $130 for a bipod of good quality like this, is definitely well worth it. Yeah. One of the things I look for in the Harris bipod is the notched legs. Okay, I have some notches here, and I have a button versus the one that has the tension.
The twist, yeah.
The twist. I do not like the twist one. I have one. I hate it. It's absolutely. Anybody that wants to buy it, hit me up. I'll sell it to you really cheap.
Come to the shop and pick it up.
Come to the shop or DM me.
Yeah.
I'll sell it to you really cheap.
Yeah.
I don't like the tension one. Maybe you guys do, but for me, I prefer the one with notches on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this one happens to be spring loaded. And then once again, setting it up with some type of quick disconnect system. I do like the bipod from Harris that pivots.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you may not be on level ground. Having that ability to pivot a little bit kind of can help stabilize you out a little more and get your rifle off of a unorthodox cant.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I definitely like the Harris bipod. I also like that spring-loaded legs. I'm actually going to be putting the 550 cord on where it connects the leg, where I can pull one leg and it snaps the other one down on its own, so I don't have to go, it's just a little bit faster, a little bit more economical. Cool. It looks great. You look super cool at the range. But yeah, I mean, having the ability to run a bipod increases your capability, and like you said, on those weird surfaces, like if you're shooting on the slant of a roof or on the side of a berm that's canted, you can always have one leg higher, one leg lower, have that tilt option. It's always good to add capability to your equipment.
On my general purpose rifle, and Eric, you do the same thing. We got a couple general purpose rifles behind us here. We always leave room for the bipod to add to it.
Correct.
For the most part, we don't have it on there, but we have some ability, like a Picatinny rail or whatever, some type of QD system that we can always add it to it, based on the scenario that we may be shooting.
Right.
Throw it in a bag. This is not that heavy. Talking about as far as weight-wise goes, that is one of the reasons why I like the Magpul Bipod.
Very light.
It's very light, and the other thing I like about it is very kind of slick.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have a lot of the jagged edges, per se, and all of the stuff that can kind of get hung up in gear. I can shock cord this to the side of my assault pack, or something like that, or my ruck or whatever, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room on my bag. So I do like the Magpul Bipod for that. One of the downsides, this is not a Magpul Bipod review, one of the downsides to it is it's nowhere near as stable as the Harris.
Yeah.
The Harris is definitely going to be more stable. This has some wobble in it.
Yeah.
When you try to load this bipod up, when you're behind the rifle and you try to put a little bit of forward tension on it or something like that, you're gonna get that flex and you'll feel it.
Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, it's very, kind of slick. Profile.
Super lightweight, and for my bipod, if I am having one near me for my rifle, it's usually going to be on my chest rig, so it's just easy access. Most time, I just take that thing off when I'm walking through the woods, long walk in the woods. I don't want to carry all that extra weight, so I'll take some weight off, and then whenever I need to, I can slap it on. But yeah, this Magpul one is so light, you may not almost don't even feel it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we get all kinds of questions all the time about bipods, and what do you think about the Atlas?
I think the Atlas is a great bipod. If you're looking for more precision bipod and you're running a bolt gun or something like that, I mean, definitely look at the Atlas. The Warren Tactical, their bipod is really, I think they call it the Skyline or something like that. That is a fantastic. There's a lot of great precision bipods that are out there. So if you're looking at it from a more of that aspect, getting something that's even more stable, that gives you a wider base, then definitely look at the Atlas, look at the Warren Tactical. But if you're looking for more of a general purpose rifle or SPR rifle that you want to have that ability to throw a bipod on, I've seen 7.5-inch 5.56 ARs that have bipods on the front of them. First off, don't own a 7.5-inch 5.56. Okay. If you do, go sell it and use that money to buy something better.
Just don't do it.
You don't need a bipod, obviously, on something like that. We're talking about general purpose SPR rifles. If your general purpose rifle has that ability to bridge that gap between SPR And yeah, definitely, there's no downside to having it as far as your kit. As far as which one to choose, if I'm talking about a GPR bipod, I'm probably personally I'm leaning more towards the Magpul.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just because it's nice and slick, not a whole lot of edges on it. And then Harris would be my second choice.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm looking at a SPR bipod, it's 100% the Harris.
Yeah.
If I'm looking at a Mark 12 bipod, without a doubt, it is the Harris bipod.
Yeah. And also, you're seeing a lot more of the industry kind of changing gears as far as handguards go, even to accept and accommodate bipods with the ARCA rail system.
Yeah.
Going on the bottom of a lot of handguards. So
An ARCA system allows you to easily move that bipod up and down
yeah.
your rail. And you'll find that they're, with the Harris or any kind of typical sling stud bipod, that now there are actually ARCA adapters. So you can take this if you have, something like a cross machine tool rail where they have that ARCA, or like a Geisley rail where they have that ARCA rail down the entire bottom side of it. That's super handy. It really is. So you're not reliant on Picatinny or M-LOK type systems.
So opinion at the end, should you have a bipod?
I think you should.
Yeah.
I do. What do you guys think? So what do
Comment
you guys
below.
think of those two bipods that we mentioned today? What is your opinions? Comment below. Let us know.
Yeah. So if you guys run a bipod, let us know what kind you got. Also, make sure you go out and train and know how to use a bipod. Come train with us, take a scope carbine class or any of our classes. And that's a great way to support the channel, but also a great way for you to get some skill sets and some knowledge out of that as well. And training with you guys is amazing. So go check out our website for that type of stuff. Also pick up some gear and stuff like that while you're there. Also go check out our Instagram page. Like I said, Roy's back on Instagram, but check us out there for any behind the scenes stuff or new information that's coming out. Spotify, we have the HatchetCast podcast. Rumble has every video that's on YouTube, and also we're trying to post on Twitter a lot more. It's just a lot more free, and we could say a lot more of what we actually like to say. So
real opinions.
And so, anyways, make sure you guys go out and train, be the asset and not the liability, and we'll see you on the next one.